All right, what's good? What's good, man? Let's get into it. So, a lot of people have been talking about the whole Caleb Williams, Chicago Bears, trading Justin Fields and stuff like that. And everybody, the talk's been about Chicago, 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 and I pretty much cover Chicago on this channel on multiple occasions. I cover the Chicago aspect from it, but why is no one talking about it from the Pittsburgh Steelers aspect of it? You know why? Because they're not great sports minds like me. You know what I'm saying? They're not the best sports channel out there like me. You know what I'm saying? That's why you're always tuned into RJ Sports Facts with the best podcast with my co-host CEO on every Sunday, which everybody should be watching. But that's besides the point. Justin Fields has been traded to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, I've been looking at it from this perspective. Obviously, Justin Fields has been a failure with the Bears, whether you blame him or the team, whatever the case may be, he's been a failure for the Bears. 11 wins throughout 3 years. That's a failure. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And he's been traded out of Chicago for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, it has come to my attention listening to some podcasts that I listen to and some people who talk about sports that I like to listen to when I'm working in the morning. Justin Fields has denied trades to every team, including the Falcons, besides the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I find this interesting if this is true. Do I think he declined the trade to the Falcons? No. Unless he knew that he wasn't going to go to the Falcons and the Falcons were going to give up the capital to get him. So he said, forget the Falcons. Let's go to Pittsburgh. If this is true, I mean, first of all, Pittsburgh got a steal for him if he can work out. Number two, will he work out? And honestly, looking at it from this perspective, no, I don't care about Bleacher Report. Get this off my screen. It's been rumored that Mike Tomlin has long loved QB before Steelers Bears trade. So Mike Tomlin allegedly, because I never heard Mike Tomlin ever talk about Justin Fields. I never heard Mike Tomlin say we need to trade up for Justin Fields when he was in the draft. But allegedly Mike Tomlin likes him, which, he has to like him. He has him for the next 3 years? No, 2 years, because he has this last year on his rookie contract, and then they can extend the 5th-year option to keep him for another year to see what they got of him. But, can Justin Fields work on the Pittsburgh Steelers? That's a very nuanced question. I'm going to answer it both ways. Yes and no. Yes, obviously, brand new start. They have better weapons, better personnel, better offensive line. It's a better organization than the Bears. Brand new start. Obviously, he wanted to be there. If the reports are true that he declined every other team besides the Steelers. So he's going to be working harder to stay out with the Steelers if he wants to be there. So I can see from that perspective, I believe he's going to be sitting a year behind Russell Wilson because I'm going to keep it real. The reports already came out that Russ is the starter, and I honestly don't think Justin Fields is going to beat out Russ for that starting job. And then the other side, no, I can see it not working out because, number one, yes, Justin Fields is younger. Obviously, he has a skilled talent like no other quarterback. He can run decent, deep arm. But at the same time, Justin Fields has the same problem. He can't read defenses. And the Pittsburgh Steelers have not ruled out the fact that they could extend Russ to an extension if he balls out. And I'm going to keep it real with you. At this point in time, I might have Russ over Fields. I think, the whole Denver thing was, a big collapse. I think Russ is better at – Russ has obviously he's been in the league for a decade longer than Justin Fields. So clearly he knows how to read defenses better and knows how to adapt into a system. We'll see if he can adapt to the Steelers system. Justin Fields, on the other hand, bro, he really didn't – has he improved on reading defenses? And listen, look, I'll be the first one to tell you, I believed in Justin Fields in Ohio State. I thought he was going to be great in the NFL. I thought, honestly – if you want to keep it real, because I wasn't the biggest Trevor Lawrence fan, I thought Justin Fields was going to be the best quarterback out of that whole draft. Now, granted, Trevor Lawrence hasn't lived up to the hype, but he's supremely better than Justin Fields. Supremely. Justin Fields is probably the second best quarterback to come out that draft, which is not saying much looking at Zach Wilson, Mac Jones, and Trey Lance. But it is what it is there. But the simple fact that this guy still can't read defenses, he still runs out the pocket into sacks. I mean, he won't have that problem with the Pittsburgh Steelers. But here's my question, though. Will he stay in the pocket if there's a clean pocket? Can he actually dissect a defense? Because the Pittsburgh Steelers have one of the best offensive lines in the NFL. They have George Pickens and, all these good run game, hard-nosed defense that's going to keep him in games. Are we sure? And once again, this is assuming if he sees the field this upcoming year. Because they can extend Russell Wilson and get rid of Fields, or they can trade Fields, or, Russ stinks it up and then we'll see Fields out there. But at the same time, can he benefit of sitting behind Russ and learning this offense? I think it's a possibility. You can't rule it out. I mean, I know it's cool to, take a dump all over Fields and say, yeah, he sucks. He only has 11 wins throughout 3 years. Yeah, that's all true. But Justin Fields going to an organization like the Pittsburgh Steelers, and let's be for real, the Pittsburgh Steelers are a way, shout out to all the Bears fans and all the Bears people that are on my channel, all my homies, you know what I'm saying? This is not a shot at y'all. The Steelers are a better organization than the Bears. Come on. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's not me being, hating on y'all. I really have nothing against the Bears. I don't care unless you're a fat blob named Michael who will be making an appreciation video about me soon. But other than that, the Steelers are a way better organization than the Bears. And on the simple fact that Mike Tomlin and Russell Wilson are both welcoming. Now, I think Russ is just doing this for a publicity stunt. Russ is going to go out there and compete against Fields and try to beat Fields out for that starting job. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. But I can't. I want to make a video on this because it's interesting. Because my mind does think, I do think Fields is horrible at reading defense, and I think the damage is done to Fields. But, and once again, I'm not comparing him. I'm not comparing him to these quarterbacks, but maybe, he could have a Rich Gannon, maybe a Geno Smith. Maybe even if he can be better than Geno Smith, because Geno Smith's a bum. Maybe he can have some resurgence with the Steelers. It's a possibility. I love the fact how no one's really talking about this. Everybody's talking about Caleb to the Bears. The Bears got, Bears this, Bears that. Listen, the Bears did a great move. They got a 6th-round pick for Justin Fields. If that's the best they can get out of him and to get him out of their organization, good move by Ryan Poles. And a conditional to make it up to a 4th, which I don't think they're going to get a 4th. I don't think Justin starts 51% of this season, especially if I'm going to probably make a separate video on Russell Wilson later this offseason, whatever. But especially Russell Wilson trying to be determined, trying to get another contract, whether that's with the Pittsburgh Steelers or some other team, we don't know. But it is a possibility Justin Fields could work out with the Bears. It is a possibility. Am I saying it is? No. Absolutely not. I'm not going to say that. I'm just saying you can't rule it out. Justin Fields is still young. He's with a team that he wanted to be. And also, my co-host CEO and Michael's fat self, we were watching the stream live when he got drafted to the Bears. And I think CEO said it himself, and CEO is going to rewatch this video, and he can confirm in the comment section. Justin Fields looked like he didn't even want to go to the Bears. He didn't look enthusiastic. He looked pretty upset. Now, granted, he did hug his family, and, he was grateful to be with the Bears. I know he said, I'm appreciated the Chicago Bears and this and third. But, come on. There's a reason why Caleb Williams is doing all this stuff to tank his draft stock. No one wants to go to the Bears. That's not a shot at the Bears. Well, actually, it is a shot at the Bears because you guys haven't been the best run organization for a historical franchise. You have been a horrible ran organization, and that's not me intentionally taking a shot, but it's a shot. So Justin really didn't want to be with the Bears, and if the reports are true that he declined every trade to go to besides the Pittsburgh Steelers, maybe it'll work. Maybe he'll work 10 times harder than he did with the Bears. Maybe him sitting behind Russ for a year, if Russ stinks up the joint, or if they don't want to pay Russ the money that he wants, him on his 5th-year option next year, him learning the system and sitting and learning from a veteran like Russ and learning from Mike Tomlin and the offense coordinator who they have up there, maybe it could work. You never know. Am I going to bet money on it? No. But we'll see what happens. I just wanted to get this aspect out there about it. And what's your thoughts on it? Do you think it will work? And do you think this will be beneficial for Justin Fields of the Pittsburgh Steelers? RJ out.